How you doing? Film here. At the movies with film. Hey, what? Where is the rest of me? Well, I'm going to have to do it as is. Well, it kind of works. Got a great movie for you today. 1960. Amazing Transparent Man. Boy, makes me just bobble to think about it. It's just turning my head. Now, this film was directed by one of the great unwritten filmmakers. He's a guy that a lot of people don't give a lot of credit to unless you're knowledgeable of your cult filmmakers, but Edgar Ulmer. Now, we've got a few Edgar Ulmers in our vaults, and we'll be showing those out to you. We showed Detour. We're going to be showing Bluebeard. We got this film, Amazing Transparent Man, which is near the end of his career. He made a film called Cavern in 1964 after this, and another one, Atlantis, in 1961. Now, I find this to be an incredibly interesting movie. It's one of Ulmer's best works, working in the sort of poverty row, as he was known to do. Deals with a safecracker who is broken out of jail by a man who's got a scientist hostage, who has his daughter hostage to keep the scientist working for him. But he's got this Joey Faust, who is a safecracker, who is going to use him to get some government secrets. And how is he going to do that? Turn him invisible, because the scientist has this technique that will turn people, well, sort of like I am today, not there. Of course, you know I am, right? Because I'm invisible, but I just grabbed a hat and stuck it on so you know where I am. It's one of those markers there, so you can see, yes, film is in this location. This is a nice family film, if you will. A film about family staying together, trying to protect each other. A family film of blackmail. The reason why you might do something is to protect other family members, so you have to do some things against your will. Likewise, it's one of those nuclear cautionary tales. Kind of reminds me of Kiss Me Deadly. The end of this film has some elements like right out of Kiss Me Deadly. I'm not going to go into what that is. If you've seen Kiss Me Deadly and how that ends, well, you might have an idea of how this film ends as well. Likewise, this film speaks a little bit about the responsibility that Ulmer, as an artist, feels towards his craft. He has a passion for filmmaking. He loves making films, and he'll make them at any level that people give him the chance to do. Much as the scientist, who is a man of science, he is doing his work out of the love of science and also out of the love for his daughter that the bad guy has hostage in a closet. It's kind of interesting how she looks when she comes out of that closet. Kind of makes you chuckle about things. But I think this film, in a way, is Ulmer talking about his own state as a filmmaker. The idea that, yeah, he might have to be forced to make art at a lower level than he wishes, at a lower budget than he wishes, but this is all that he has at his behest. And he still is making quality works. The last lines of the scientist at the end, after he talks about why he continued to work and why he continues to do science, even in the face of the despair of which his science creates, transparency and nuclear holocaust, if you will, he looks at the camera directly and says, "What would you do?" Now, I think that line, "What would you do?" in a way could be put into Edgar Ulmer's mouth himself. He is an artist. He has a passion for filmmaking, and one still wants to make movies. What would you do? Would you quit? Would you become a garage mechanic, as Stan Brakhage once advised someone I knew? Would you perhaps become a man in the gray flannel suit and get an office job because you can't make the kinds of films that you want at the level that you want, like you could have at one time, Black Cat, which is only his major production? Or do you work with what you got? And I think that's what Edgar Ulmer does. Much as we do on this show, we work with what we have. And what we have right now is a hat. And a little bit of a trick invisibility. This is the level of our special effects. Now, I got to admit, the special effects that are used in The Amazing Transparent Man are a bit better than what we got right here. Matter of fact, Jack Pierce worked on this film as special effects and as a makeup man for this film. If you remember Jack Pierce, he was the man who brought us the Frankenstein creature look and the Wolfman look and worked on the Invisible Man. Whoa! For Universal. way back then, where Ulmer got his start. Now again, wonderful movie, Amazing Transparent Man, 1960. Why don't we roll this gall darn thing, Smokey? I got a yen for a sandwich. I think I'm going to go get it.